So, did you all hear some movie critic woman is trying to go after Toy Story 4, calling it disableist and anti-feminist and racist and thisist and that'sist and thisism and thatism and this obic and that obic. I mean, go find something to do, lady. It's a movie for kids, and they don't need to have your faux victimization woke checklist going into a movie. They just need candy, popcorn, a soda, and to get up every 5 minutes to pee until the 2-hour movie's over. That's all that really should be required of a child watching a movie. You don't look intellectual eviscerating a child's movie anyway, and anybody who would give you any credence is probably as self-victimized and as stupid as you are. So, congratulations on your echo chamber going against an animated child's movie. You're doing good work. I swear to God, every day is just further and further from God's light. You can't even enjoy a Pixar movie, So now what? Are they going to have to double down on wokeness? We can't have the good dinosaur anymore. We have to have the appropriately neutral, gray ideological dinosaur instead of the good dinosaur, because in certain eyes that dinosaur is not good. In certain eyes that dinosaur has benefited from an imperialist society, I'm sure, at some point. And the Incredibles, can they really be incredible? Because, they're all white and cis, and obviously the parents are hetero. And so, are they really incredible, or are they just evil Nazis in red spandex? If that's what we're going to do with kid movies, then good luck to you. If you're going to let yourself be that lost, then I really feel bad for you. And what's worse is that will get attention. I'm talking about it because other people are talking about it, and they're going to talk about it to other people who are going to talk about it. And this shrieking she-Harvey bimbo is going to get way more credence for her, stupid mouth-breathing commentary than anybody should ever get. My thing is, I don't think, critics should really be reviewing children's movies. If there's no questionable content in there and there's no alert that, like, oh, by the way, this might happen, so maybe you want to talk about your kid about this situation. If it's just a straight up fourth installment of an already family friendly movie, why are you reviewing it? Don't you have some boring, no plot, unresolved ending, but the trans character's really moving, so let's give it an Oscar tripe movie to review and call the best movie of the decade until next year, when there's a movie that foregoes story to hit enough woke checkpoints to be that greatest film of the decade. Like, don't you have more important things to do? It's a freaking kids movie. Do you think the kid actually gives a crap to try to say anything on race on a movie about toys? There's a green frickin' dinosaur, a pink pig, and a slinky dog. What's next? The Minions are anti-Asian? You know what I mean? We gotta reboot Despicable Me and have some weird, creepy, neutral gray minion so that nobody gets offended. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. And then to rip on the Bo Peep character, dude, it's a frickin' movie about toys. I don't think Little Bo Peep's character arc needs to be that deep. And just because it doesn't go in the I don't need a man's victimization route, where she ends up, a good 40 to 50 pounds overweight, but still stunning and brave, with only one shock of purple hair coming out of the middle of her forehead that's covered in acne from her bad eating habits that nobody, including a doctor, is allowed to discourage her from participating in. Unless that's the Bo Peep you want. Little kids don't want that. Sorry, and nor should they want that. You got to lead good examples for kids. If you need to eviscerate Toy Story because that's where you're at in your life, then you should be able to do it in a corner where nobody can hear you, because you should be kept away from children, and adults are too busy being adults to listen to your gutter tripe mouth spew crap about a Pixar movie. And that's my take. In fact, I might even go see Toy Story 4 twice this weekend just to bump up its sales so you look even more stupid. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that in this one they didn't make Buzz Lightyear a ma'am. And I'm sorry that your check boxes were left unchecked by the movie for the 12 and under crowd. But so I'll tell you what, anybody who goes see who watches this video, go see Toy Story 4 just because it's already going to be successful, but let's make it a little more successful so she looks even stupider than her fat mouth makes her out to be to everybody else. You know what I mean? Ugh. Now there's an earth that needs to be salted. The movie critic industry. That's an earth that can be salted, but good. Later, Gators.